Hello, Internet. I'm Jason, and I just kind of want to talk to you for a little bit. I also build Badgunpla. You already know that bit. So, over the last few months, my production has been slow. Very slow on the YouTube and video front. I don't think that is arguable. And what's different this time around, though, I've been doing this, as you may know, for almost 6 years now, is that I'm not really beating myself up about it, but I do also feel like I owe you guys a little bit more of an explanation than what I've been able to give on the YouTubes thus far. So, here I am. Little update as we go into 2022. Okay? So, although I haven't been putting out a lot of videos, I am very happy with the ones that I have put out. Things like the Robotech Defenders video were a lot of fun to put together. What I don't like is there being long gaps between videos. I never have. And I'm looking at ways of creating more content for the YouTube that is a little bit easier given the fact that I've kind of shifted a lot of my content over to Twitch. I'm having a ton of fun doing streams again after a whole myriad of tech problems earlier in the year, which also kept me from making videos. Maybe I should talk about that first for a second. This year has absolutely kicked my ass. From every potential metric whatsoever. And I think that's kind of true for a lot of people, right? That's not just a me thing. We started the year, at least in Texas, with the whole state freezing over and having no power, which was a little nerve-wracking. After that, my tech, as in my computer, my internet, especially my internet, all basically just kind of started to fall apart right as we're leading into our biggest charity event we've ever done, Plastic Model Weekender. So I was scrambling for a month, 2 months in the springtime to get everything back up and running again. Thankfully, the internet held out long enough to work for PMW, and that event was an amazing success. If you were able to tune in to PMW 2021, let me take a moment, by the way, to just say thank you for the support. That was, by and large, the largest charity event I think that anybody can think of in the scale modeling community, and I'm overwhelmingly proud of that. We are doing it again in 2022, oh, by the way. So, with all that being said, after that event, it got to the point where my internet got so bad that I couldn't even stream, let alone do anything that involves like high-end video or anything like that on the internet. So, finally, we got a new ISP in the area, and we are hooked up to that now, and things have been wonderful. But that was already like 6 months into the year, right? So creativity has kind of been hard to come by, frankly. Just with everything that's been going on tech-wise, I think that I was a little hard on myself trying to put things out. And with that and with other things that have gone on at home, just my mental state for creativity has not been great. So I've been writing less, which kind of sucks. I've talked about it on my stream a couple of times. I feel like I've kind of been struggling to find my voice again, script writing wise. So I'm working on it still. It's not like I'm going away or anything. And I'm confident that given enough time, given enough practice, I'll be able to get back to properly writing again, which is another reason why I'm looking at a different kind of video format for 2022. So, my goal at first, just going into the next year, and we'll see how long this goes, is to try to do just like one big video a month. Like start the month off with a big video, and then throughout the month, I wanted to try something new with all of the kits that y'all see around me. Don't know if you heard that siren, but with all the kits that I have, there's a lot of content there. There's a lot of interesting stories there. And I thought it would be interesting to try to look at those kits in more of a lens of a review, but not really. Anybody that watches my channel knows that I'm not a big fan of traditional kit reviews. There's not, I don't think, a point to them, because this hobby is so subjective to your own enjoyment of the kit itself, the design, and the build process, right? So when I see these proper kit reviews, they just never really made sense to me. Like, yeah, it's a model kit. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun if you like the design. If you don't like the design, or you encounter a problem, that doesn't mean that it's the same problem that everybody has. So why would I talk about that kind of stuff as much, aside from my own personal experience? So when I look at my wall of kits, I'd like to talk more about stuff like the, like the high grade Kshatriya, and like the master grade ball that I've got, and kind of give like a 2 or 3 minute profile, not necessarily a review, but like a profile of those kits that I can put up on YouTube. I can put up anywhere. I can put up on my Twitter page. I can put up maybe like in the pre-roll for a Twitch stream, or I do have a TikTok. Now I could put it up on the TikTok and try to interact with the youths a little bit more, I guess. So that's something I want to try. I'm fiddling around with scripts a little bit in that vein. So like one big video a month, maybe 1 or 2 of those in between, and just see if people like it. I'd like to get back to my goal of making a big video every other week, but right now my creative state isn't really allowing for it. So I'm trying to kind of coax it out with different projects. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I guess I really wanted to take this time to thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for your continued support. If you only watch me for my YouTube content, that's cool. I would still, I don't know, recommend, I would encourage, that's the word, I would encourage you to tune into the Twitch streams. They have been a lot of fun lately. So if you're not really into like long form streaming, VODs are a thing. And I've also played around with the idea of starting to take those builds and cut together little recaps and throw them up on the YouTube as well. At the end of the day, I think that you guys deserve more than a video like every month and a half or 2 months. So I would like to find ways to do more. And I hope that you'll stick around for it. In fact, I just realized another reason why you should tune in is so that you can have some context for the little bar that I have down there. That's my Twitch overlay that I didn't turn off for this video, and I'm not re-recording it, so just have to deal with it. Guys, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member of the community. Thank you for watching the streams, watching the YouTube, just interacting. And even if you don't interact, just lurking and hanging out. Like, you don't have to comment. You don't have to participate in the chat. But just the fact that you're willing to take some time out of your day to see the shenanigans that I get up to makes this whole enterprise still incredibly rewarding. So I know that that was all kind of a little rambly, but I hope that it gives you a little context about where I've been and gives you some ideas of what we're going to do next year. So thank you again for dealing with me while I work through a few things in my life. And I look forward to an even better 2022. By the way, contest is extended. Go and do that until January 7th so you can win some free kits. Go to the Discord. There's a whole section. Okay, bye.